What if you could walk into a room and just know what was going on emotionally? It sounds like some kind of superpower, right? Well, it's not. It's a skill. And today, we're going to break down exactly how it works.
You've met someone like this, I'm sure of it. They step into a tense meeting or even just a quiet room, and they seem to immediately grasp the entire dynamic. It's like they just get it.
I mean, it's like they have this sixth sense. They can scan a room and immediately spot the person who's anxious, the one who's secretly upset, or, and this is a big one, the one who's just pretending to be happy. It almost feels like they're reading your mind.
But here's the thing, they're not mind readers.
What they have is simply high emotional intelligence. It's a skill. And in this explainer, we're going to show you not just how they do it, but how you can learn to do it too.
Okay, so here's the first thing you absolutely have to understand. Emotions, well, they always leak. It's almost impossible to hide them completely. They always find a way out. And these little signals have a name. Psychologists call them emotional cues. Think of them as tiny tells that broadcast how we're really feeling on the inside, even when we don't want them to.
So these cues pop up in all sorts of ways. You've got facial expressions, body language, tone of voice. But here's the real key. The skill isn't just spotting one thing, like a quick, tight smile. Anyone can do that. It's about putting the pieces together. It's that tight smile, plus the slumped shoulders, plus the flat, tired voice. That's when you get the real picture.
Okay, let's talk about maybe the most common phrase in the world. I'm fine. Oh man, we've all said it. We've all heard it. It's pretty much the ultimate emotional smokescreen, isn't it? But are they really fine? This is where emotionally intelligent people shine. They hear the words, I'm fine, sure, but they see the slumped shoulders. They hear that flat tone. They notice the huge gap between the words and all the other signals.
Think about it for a second. The last time someone told you they were okay, but you just knew something was off. What tipped you off? Was it a little crack in their voice? Maybe the way they just couldn't look you in the eye? See? You were already picking up on these emotional cues. All right, let's dive deeper into this. We'll start with the most obvious stuff, nonverbal cues. This is all about what the body is saying. Because trust me, even when our mouths are shut, our bodies are talking loudly. Now, I gotta put a big warning sign here. None of these are 100% foolproof. Crossed arms could just mean someone's cold, right? The trick is to look for clusters of signals. So are their arms crossed? And are they leaning away from you? And are they avoiding eye contact? Okay, now we're on to something. That's when a simple posture starts telling a much bigger story. And then there are micro expressions. Whoa, these are incredible. They're these super fast, almost invisible facial reactions that are pretty much impossible to fake. Why? Because they're involuntary. That split-second tightening of the lips that shows anger, or that quick flash of an eyebrow raise that shows surprise, that's the real, unfiltered emotion leaking out before the brain can even put a mask on. Okay, so it's not all about what we see, it's also about what we hear. When we're talking about emotions, how you say something can be way more important than the actual words you use.
Let's revisit another classic phrase. That's fine. Just look at those words. Pretty neutral, right? But as soon as you add a tone of voice, everything changes.
Just listen to the difference here. A calm, easy, that's fine, pretty much means acceptance. But a sharp, clipped, that's fine, well, that's irritation. And a flat, dead, that's fine, that's pure disappointment. The words are exactly the same, but the meaning, totally different. Emotionally intelligent people aren't just listening to the words, they're listening for the music behind them. Okay, so we've looked at the science, we've looked at the signals, now let's wrap this all up into a practical toolkit that you can start using, like, today.
So, if you take away one thing from this, let it be this. Reading emotions is not magic. It is absolutely not some mystical gift you either have or you don't. It's a skill. And just like any other skill, you can learn it, you can practice it, and you can get better at it.
So here it is, your toolkit for understanding people. You're going to observe their body language. You're going to listen to their tone, not just their words. You'll notice those facial expressions. And you'll always consider the context. But you know what? Maybe the most powerful tool in this whole box is the last one. When you're not sure, just ask. A simple, hey, you seem a little quiet. Is everything okay? That right there can be the most emotionally intelligent thing you do all day. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about becoming a human lie detector or collecting data on people. It's about building stronger connections. It's about having more empathy. It's about being a better leader, a better partner, a better friend. So now you know the basics of how to read emotions. The real question is, what are you going to do with that understanding?